Hack, what you've seen on Reddit for the last few years, is that a legit thing? Can you get a Milwaukee tool at cheaper than what you've seen at a sale price? I'm here to find out because I've been wanting this Rocket Light for a very long time, and it looks like we can do it. So apparently this hack, and I didn't name it a hack, this is just what people call it. You have to buy this has to be one of those deals at Home Depot where you buy a tool at full price and then you get a tool for free.
Let's talk about the Milwaukee hack that everybody talks about on Reddit, on the Milwaukee Tools subreddit. I know that I have seen it on there for the last year and a half, 2 years maybe. I don't know how long ago we've been able to do this hack on the Home Depot site. And all I know is I was seeing people scoring these great deals on Milwaukee Tools doing this hack, and I wasn't quite sure on how to do it myself, right? But I was too afraid to ask, just like this guy up here, where you ask a question that to some people are like, well, you can just look it up, and it's pretty simple and straightforward. But to a lot of us, we just don't operate that way, right? So I figured I'll do a longer form video just to explain it to other Milwaukee tool fanatics. I'm refreshing all of my tools that I've had over the last 20, 30 years and getting into all Milwaukee tool stuff. So yeah, it's super expensive, right? It's almost like being on the Milwaukee tool hack. Here's what you have to do. From my understanding, I just did it for the very first time this weekend, and I'm just going to detail what exactly I did for a specific item. Now, I'm actually using that item. I'm using the M18 Rocket Light. And as you can see, I'm actually using the light. You guys can see it on this camera here. I'm using the light to light my face. Which essentially I got it for $129. I think the cheapest, most people said that they were able to score this light when it's on sale or Black Friday or Father's Day weekend or something, was about $150. There was one person that responded to my post over the weekend. They were able to score the Rocket Light for $99, I think, because their particular store had marked it down for clearance. I'm actually using that light to record this video here in the garage with the garage door closed. The cicadas are just crazy here in St. Louis. In a couple minutes, I'm going to show you the short form video that I made, and then I'm just going to add that to this video here, and then you'll figure it out. But here's what you have to do. Here's what I did to score the M18 Rocket Light for $129. So when you go to the Home Depot website, it has to be one of those deals to where you buy a tool at basically full price, and they give you a free tool in that deal. This does not necessarily work, or I haven't seen it work, where it's a package deal. It has to be one where you get a free Milwaukee tool. And when you go on there, we're all checking Home Depot site, right, every day to see what kind of deals are out there or whatever. And that's why I love this Milwaukee tool subreddit, because there are guys that monitor and watch this stuff. And as soon as there is a great deal out there, they'll run over to Reddit, post it on there, and then we all go over there and buy whatever it is that's on sale. That's what I did with the Rocket Light. So it was two 6-amp-hour batteries and I think it was a rapid charger. It was one of the chargers, I'm not sure, but it was $299 for that. If you were to buy that for $299, you got the M18 Rocket Light for free. So that's how this works, because when you add that Rocket Light or whatever item free to your cart, what it will do, and this is how you know the hack will work, is it'll line item price everything on there. So it turned out that when you added the batteries and the charger, you got the Rocket Light for free in the cart. You have to add it to the cart to see it. If it breaks it out by line item pricing, the batteries and the charger was like $179 or so, and then it showed that the Rocket Light was going to be $129. So what that's kind of telling you is give you a rough idea of how they're breaking down the deal on the invoice. But more importantly, it's showing you if you decide to return one or the other item, that's how much you're going to get refunded back to your card or cash or however you bought it. So that's how you can tell that it was a good deal for the Rocket Light. You're going to get it for $129 if you decided that you don't want the battery or the charger. So that's what I did. I've always kind of wanted the light ever since I saw it. Yeah, let's be honest, I just wanted the light because I thought it was kind of cool. It is kind of bulky, but I think it works really well. And for applications like this, even with filming things, it works out pretty good. Let's go ahead and roll the video that I did yesterday, showing what exactly we did with the Rocket Light and the batteries. How difficult was it? I think it's good to explain that and not be a gatekeeper to other people that are wanting to access the same thing. I would just call it something else other than a hack. I think the terminology for hack makes it sound like we're almost kind of doing something wrong, which we're not. And I explain it in the video also. Home Depot knows all about it. The Milwaukee reps at Home Depot know about it. It's kind of a win-win for everybody because for us getting great deals on these tools, even if we had to return part of the deal to get the great value for the tool, it's making us check the Home Depot site daily. So in the long run, we're spending a lot more money than we normally would, right? So that's why I think they're allowing this to kind of go on. Nothing is wrong with doing this. Telling you on your receipt when you're checking out in your cart how much they're assigning the cost to each of the items. So if you don't want it, you just return it, just like with anything else. So nothing's wrong with doing the Milwaukee hack. I just wish there was just another terminology for it, but it's not a big deal.
Is the Milwaukee hack what you've seen on Reddit for the last few years? Is that a legit thing? Can you get a Milwaukee tool at cheaper than what you've seen at a sale price? I'm here to find out because I've been wanting this Rocket Light for a very long time and it looks like we can do it. So apparently this hack, and I didn't name it a hack, this is just what people call it. You have to this has to be one of those deals at Home Depot where you buy a tool at full price and then you get a tool for free and then they break it into line item pricing. That's the only way this works. So here we're buying the two 6-amp-hour batteries and the charger for $2.99 and getting the light for free. So we are headed to Home Depot to return the battery and charger part of the order, which it's line item listed on the receipt, which I have here. So we should be able to return the batteries and the charger and then get the Rocket Light for $129. All right, we're at the depot. Let's see if this works. All right, done deal. That was pretty easy. So just take back the item that you don't want and they just refund you the amount that is broken down or broken out on the receipt. And in this particular case, we get the Rocket Light now for $129. So the hack apparently works. It's pretty easy other than maybe the hassle of taking whatever item back to Home Depot that you don't want. Again, for the hack to work, it has to be one of those things to where you buy a tool and then they add a tool for free and then they have to break it down on the receipt in your cart and you'll see the line item, how much in this case, the Rocket Light was $129.68 and then the two 6-amp-hour batteries and the charger were $169.32. So don't need the batteries. I mean, I could use the batteries, but I don't need them. So we took those back and we've got the $169.32 added back to the card. So the M18 Rocket Light for $129. This is 2131-20. So again, I wouldn't call it a hack. From everything that people have written on Reddit over the last couple of years on this, they refer to it as the Milwaukee hack or the Home Depot hack. But I think it's kind of I don't know. They say they've talked to people from Home Depot and the Milwaukee rep that is there at the store. They know about it. They don't care because what this does is it gets people like us to go on their app like every day, which I am, just to see the the daily deals that they put out. So it's a win-win for everybody. So I was curious for the last couple of years to see if this works. Apparently it does, and use it at your discretion, however you want to. I would just call it something else. A hack makes it sound like you're doing something, and you're not. You're within your bounds. You're buying something, you don't want part of it, and it's all listed on the receipt. So, yeah, the Milwaukee hack is legit.